Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the Nodes of Destiny. Position your brand as a leader in your film masterclass. So, for those of you who have no clue who I am, well, my name is V, which is a short term for Véronique, which is a very French Canadian name because, well, I'm French Canadian. And I am a business astrology strategist. So pretty much I describe myself as, a cosmic rebel who is shaking up the game big time with astrology and spirituality backed business and mindset coaching for daring and rebellious spiritual entrepreneurs. So I help female business owners optimize their business so it gets to grow and blow up in ways that are not only, easy, but are also feeling aligned and exciting for them. Okay, because this is about more than just having your business blow up. It's about creating a business that is going to fully support your dream lifestyle and your energy. Because let's be honest, okay? You started a business because you wanted freedom. You wanted to have fun. You wanted to do whatever the heck you want, whenever you wanted it, the way that you wanted to do it. So, and it's easy to kind of like sometimes lose track of that inner fire that we had when we first started the business. I mean, things happening. Like you want to have your business scale, you want to have it grow, you're hiring a team, you're expanding another program, another this. Oh my God, 20K months. I'm like, it's easy to get to lose sight of, making sure that you keep that inner fire glowing and burning. And this is why I created my unique method to help female business owners reconnect to themselves and optimize their business in a way that feels good and aligned to them. So I gained my original business training in, model by completing a bachelor in business marketing and by ultimately having been in business for the last 16 years. So to this experience, I realized about 4 years ago just how powerful of a tool astrology could be when integrated into business. And thus was born my lovely online astrology business dedicated to helping amazing women just like you who want to be disruptors in their industry and who want to fall in love with their business all over again. So I've pretty much created a unique method that aligns astrology with every aspect of business in order to optimize it and make it easier and more natural for you to apply. Okay. I'm literally the only business astrologer out there that is teaching this method. Okay. I have absolutely no reserve of saying that I am probably one of the only business astrologer out there who also has actual classical business training. Okay. As in studies in business and having businesses prior to having a business astrology business kind of thing. So today, I am going to give you a little taster of this unique method. Okay? I am going to show you how to use astrology to master the art of storytelling and to create a relatable brand that your audience is not going to be able to resist to buy from. Okay? Because storytelling is actually an art. Okay? When used well, storytelling is a power tool. Okay, because why? The people want to hire and they want to buy from someone that they can relate to, someone who gets them. Okay, there is a reason why people adhere to brand like clothing brands so much because they represent a lifestyle that they can relate to. So when you tell a story, it helps to cement your authority. Why? Because not only is it going to make people emotionally relate to you, but it's also going to give proof that whatever you do is actually working, which is so important nowadays because people have been burned so much by online businesses and the online industry in general that now they want to be 150% sure that your method, your program, your product, your service is going to work for them and get them the transformation that they need. And as human beings, we are emotional beings. And naturally, we tend to look for something that we relate to, that we emotionally recognize ourselves into. So when you master, you know, the art of telling a story that people can relate to and they can see the link between the story and what you're selling, this is when they're going to buy. Okay, there are actually many ways to tell a story, but a simple way is to always come back to your why. Okay. And when I personally understood this in my business, this is when I saw an increase of over 342% in sales in 1 year. Just because I mastered how to make people connect emotionally to my story and through my story to my products. So, first things first. Storytelling is not endlessly telling people about your life and what you're up to, okay? Sharing things about your life in your Instagram stories, that's great. It helps people connect with you, the human being behind the brand. But ultimately, people want to see the link, okay? Because if you're just telling stories to, I don't know, tell about like your struggles and how you overcame your struggle and all this is very great, but if people don't see the link between that story and your product, you're going to fall into the dreaded friend zone. The dreaded, oh my God, I found her so inspirational, but I'm going to keep scrolling and buy for someone else. Now, storytelling is also not a way of using social media as an outlet to complain. Okay? You can 100% use storytelling to highlight something that you're seeing in your industry that is not being done right accordingly to you. But again, a great storytelling is to make the bridge between, okay, I'm seeing XYZ that is not working right now, so I'm proposing you ABC instead. Okay, because if you just keep using storytelling to complain about, oh my God, like I got burned so bad. Oh my God, like this person is like doing this. I saw this person do this. That client of mine came to me because of this, and like it didn't work out. They missed a payment and stuff. And you're not linking it to anything like tangible that people can get a positive transformation from, then you're going to get linked to negative aspects. Okay, you don't want that. Okay, because people don't buy from negative people. Now, storytelling is also not making whatever you post more inspirational than relevant to what you're selling. We already kind of talked about this. I mean, we love your empowering story, but make it relevant, please. Like, it's amazing that you got out of an abusive relationship. It's amazing that you found a way to, live your life with your disability. It's amazing that, you're running a six-figure business despite your health issues or whatever. But if you don't link this amazing story to what you're selling, people are going to find it very inspirational, but they're still not going to buy from you. So, how can you bridge that gap? How can you make sure that your story is going to be relevant to your brand and to what you're offering? It's by using your why. Okay? Obviously, you started a business because you saw a gap. You saw a gap in your industry and you were like, I'm going to fill this gap. So you started a business. I mean, you obviously started a business for a reason other than making money. This is what I'm trying to say. At least I hope that you started a business for a reason other than making money. Otherwise, you had the wrong spot. So a good way to explain that why and make it relevant to your brand is through your nodes. What the fuck are your nodes? Well, in astrology, there is this amazing element that is actually telling you where your soul is headed and why it's headed this way. And this is called the nodes. Now, I'm going to do a little twist here. Because we are talking about your business's brand, your business's branding, your business's why, well, we're going to use your business birth chart for this. So yes, your business actually has a birth chart. Just like yourself, your business has a birthday. So how do you find your business birthday? Well, this can vary from one person to another, but it's about finding that date that is the most relevant for you and represents really like the moment where you started a business. For some people, it's going to be the moment they officially like registered their business because they like made it official. Now, for some other people like me, it's going to be about, the first time that they posted online about their business. So for me, my business's birthday is corresponding to that date and time that I first made a post on Instagram under my business's account. For me, that was the moment where I said, okay, this is it. I am now selling my services online, and this is happening. So once you have those informations locked in, you're going to proceed per usual as if you were going to pull out a regular a regular birth chart. So if you don't know how to pull out a chart, I'm going to show you. So you're going to need to go on a website or an app that is actually going to do the work for you, that is going to pull out your birth chart, or in this case, your business birth chart. For me, it's astro.com. Like I love astro.com. There are many reasons because I find it's a very complete website with a load of information, astrology linked. But if you have like your favorite app or your favorite website, please use this. It's going to do the same thing. So if you're using astro.com, once you're on the home page, you're going to go on those three little bars to the left here. Click them. You're going to select free horoscopes, drawings and data, extended chart selection, and then you're going to click add. So you enter your business's name, gender, event or order, like if you think as your business as being female or male, that's up to you. Then you're going to enter, your business like date of birth, time of birth, and place of birth. Click continue. I'm going to do this because I already have mine. I'm going to select your business in the scrolling one. Now, I personally use a house system that is called whole signs. Okay, it's just because it makes it easier to read, makes it easier to teach. So yeah, if you want to add something similar to what I'm about to pull out, you can select whole signs here in the house system, and you're going to click show the chart. And here we go. It is going to show you a lovely circular chart. Now, once you have this, you're going to go find your North node. So the North node is this little guy here that looks like a horseshoe. Now, Astro.com doesn't automatically display the South node, but that's okay. Because the South node is usually always, well, it's not usually, it's always opposite the North node. So we're gonna go all the way here, So my south node is going to be here. Now, once you have your north node and your south node, you're going to identify the zodiac signs ruling each of them. So for me, my business's north node is in Gemini, and my business's south node is in Sagittarius. So if you don't know the zodiac sign symbols, it's okay. You can just Google them, like Google zodiac sign symbols, and it's going to give it to you. Now, if you're looking to be a bit more serious, like, keep learning astrology, I strongly suggest that you learn those symbols by heart, just because it's going to make it easier for you to then like read charts or anything like astrology related. So once you have those 4 things, okay, your north node, your south node, and the 2 zodiac signs ruling them, you're going to want to note those down because we're going to use this further in this masterclass. So, now that you find your north and south node, what the heck are those? What are those doing? So, the north node is representing your soul's growth, or in this case, your business's soul's growth. So it's your brand's purpose and positioning, like where your brand is heading forward in this lifetime. And the south node represents past habits. So it kind of like highlights the patterns that your business is wanting to let go of, or is going to help people let go of, or it's like, in the case of your why, it's representing the things in your industry that you were seeing and were not done like properly accordingly to you. I'm going to get it clearer on this in a way. Now, most of all, why is it so freaking important to be able to tell the stories of your whys and make it super relevant to your people? Well, I'm going to tell you that when I really zoomed into my whys, my business's why, this is when I saw a sale increase of over 342% in only 1 year. How the heck did I do this? Well, I completely leaned into my business's Gemini's North node. Okay. And I linked most of my storytelling to that North node. Okay. So where we're moving forward. So my why. So Gemini's energy is all about communication, is all about community. So my business why is linked to communicating effectively, to what I call doing business the right way. And in my content, I often talk about the false marketing promises that I'm seeing out there, or the very fluffy marketing ways that many people are using online to kind of like disguise their true income in their business. And one of those ways would be like, oh my God, my client made 100K in 1 week after just one call with me. Book your call now. This is what I call false marketing. Okay, and this is something that you see a lot in the online industry. Because yes, it's very possible that this client went on to make 100K after one call with them, but probably this client was already making like 80K a week. They were in business for a while. And the way that this is communicated is in a way to purposely make people think that by just being in their energy or just booking one call, which they're going to sell you 5K, it is going to create 100K weeks for them. This is and is still my ultimate reason and my ultimate why in between everything I do. Like, I describe myself as an ethical coach, an ethical business person, and I like transparency in my storytelling. Okay, I want to make sure that my storytelling is communicating effectively how my method is going to change your life, and it's going also to give you realistic expectation. Now, the second thing is that Gemini is very strongly community and communication oriented, as I said. A big part of my business is community. I have a membership, and I created the membership in the year that I saw this increase in sales. Okay, because I fully leaned into my business's mission that was to create a strong ethical community that wants to do business differently, that is tired of the cookie cutter methods, that they're tired, they're sick of, mentors and coaches and business people out there trying to impose their methods to them, which is very Sagittarius, which is where my South Node, my business South Node is. Because Sagittarius pretty much like energies like, I have one opinion. This is obviously the right opinion. So if you don't adhere to my opinion, you're obviously wrong, kind of thing. So this is what a lot of my storytelling is linked to. It's linked to connecting tangible, actionable value that people can already see in astrology. But all of my stories are also very transparent in the process that happened for me or my clients to see their results. So people know exactly what to expect when they come into my world. And this is why I have over 85% client retention rate. Because people love that I am an ethical business owner and that my method is different and is actually getting them results, and it's getting them results that is tailored to them. I optimize their business their way. Sure, I am guiding them. Sure, I am showing them like, some, shadow areas or ways that they can improve what they're already doing. But ultimately, it is done their way. I am not trying to impose a method to them. I am optimizing the method that they already have. And this is something that, again, I am putting a lot into my storytelling. So, how it is that you can do the same for you. So remember that I asked you to note your North Node and South Node down. The zodiac sign that we're ruling those. That's why, because I'm going to go through a sign by sign, enumeration of what it means to have a North Node versus a South Node. So the sign on the left is always going to be the North Node sign, and the sign on the right is always going to be the South Node sign. Okay, so now you can just like fast forward to, whatever section is talking about your specific North Node versus South Node, and then jump for the last part of the video. It's very important that you stay till the end and to you watch till the end, because this is where the good juice is coming together. Okay, so if you have your North Node in Aries, this means that your South Node is in Libra. So with North Node in Aries, you are definitely learning to trust your instincts. Like you're learning to be a leader. Like Aries have like confidence through the roof. Like they trust their guts and they move before thinking. Like they move forward because they trust themselves to do so. So you are learning to be on your path, and you're learning to say yes, to jump into whatever feels right for you. It's like you're taking the bull by the horns versus the South Node in Libra. Having a South Node in Libra is like you are leaving back the people-pleasing tendencies. Like Libra energy is very fusional with people. Like other people's impressions and opinions like are so fucking important. And Libras have the hardest time ever making a decision because they want to make sure that they're pleasing everyone. They want to make sure that they're going to avoid drama at all costs. Or You're leaving behind the need to please everyone, and you're embracing moving forward because you trust yourself to do so. No matter what other people do, you trust that this is the right decision for you. So, North Node in Taurus. You are waiting for the ball to drop, okay? You're coming from like having super intense experiences that might also have been used for the wrong reasons. So Taurus is about, stopping and smelling the roses. Okay. It's to slow down and enjoy the now and the finer things and ground into those. So it's learning to be in your body, to embrace your self-worth and being calm and present with yourself. It's like being in the now, in the right now moment, and enjoy whatever makes you happy now. Because having the South Node in Scorpio means that you are leaving behind a super intense things, like dramatic, like deep, like experiences that might have been super toxic for you too. Like, when we're talking, for example, about passionate love, well, often like when you have like this deep, intense, unhealthy passion in love, this is where it gets toxic. Okay, so you are leaving behind those super intense, but maybe addictive habits that are not necessarily serving you, to embrace being now into your body, embracing your self-worth. You know you are worth more, you know what you deserve, and you are 100%, backing up the things that make you happy. So, North Node in Gemini. You are learning to communicate effectively. You're like learning the two sides of a coin, of a situation. It's like, all the things, but putting all the things into words can be challenging. It's learning to come back to society and leave like the wild stallion, like of the plain energy behind. It's like, you're leaving behind the, well, that's it. I know it. That's the energy. Deal with it. So you're learning to play and be curious. You're learning to be in community and create a community and to listen to other people's opinion and integrate them into the work you're doing. Versus Sagittarius South nodes means that you're leaving behind the, well, my opinion is gold, my way is gold, and it's obviously the only way to do it because I'm always right type of thing. Okay, Sagittarius energy has very strong opinions, and they do so because they are persuaded that they are the only ones that are right, because obviously they're the most educated. So you're leaving that behind, and you're embracing a more effective way to communicate. And when I say you, it's not necessarily like you as a person. It's like your business wants the people going through whatever you're teaching to leave that behind. Okay, so just like don't make it personal. So when you have your North Node in Cancer, it's like you're the freaking Great Wall of China. Like you're hardened. You're rigid. Like you're used to put career first, and now you are learning to open up your emotional world. You're learning to feel, to nurture, to fill up your cup and receive. You're learning to share your vulnerability, like opening up your heart and realizing that, emotions are the key to everything. Like you're here to nurture yourself, nurture other people. You're softening and sharing and just like doing all the feel good thing because you want everyone to feel good. So versus having your South Node in Capricorn, you're leaving like the purely logical, stoic, hardened Great Wall of China side behind. Like Capricorn energy is very rigid. They're very goal and, abundance oriented. And, they're very much like borderline cold because they are separating emotions from their empire building. Their main goal is to build an empire, and they're going to do so no matter the cost. Like emotions is not there. So You're leaving that need to be so stoic behind and learning to opening up your heart and receiving again. So, if your North Node is in Leo, you are learning self-expression. Okay, you're here to be a leader and to be in the spotlight. Like you need to open up your heart and to lead other people and have the time of your life doing so. Like Leo energy is so creative and they want to put this creativity into the spotlight. They want to be seen and they want to be admired for that creativity. And then they want to lead other people in taking their own space in the spotlight versus you're leaving behind the need to always be of service to others. It's like it's always about others. It's always about the greater good, and there's no more space for you. So you are learning to put yourself back into the spotlight and just like you know um appreciating yourself and tooting your horn, like you're just like appreciating your own genius and you want this genius to be recognized. Now, Virgo, North Node, you are learning to have discipline and to remove all of the extra fluff from your life that is not adding to your life. So you're pulling yourself out of the sea of emotions and confusion, and you're learning more about creating a structure for yourself, and you're learning more about your physical bodily health. So you're developing your ability to discriminate. Okay, when I say discriminate, I mean to like only make room for what's the most important and leave the rest behind. Because with your South Node in Pisces, like you're leaving behind always like appreciating everything, like making room for everything, like you're taking all of the emotions in, like even the ones you shouldn't be taking because this person is feeling bad, even though this person doesn't give a shit about you. Like, I mean, you're taking their emotions because you want them to feel good and you want to create into this. Like, Pisces is very into the flow and is very into like getting lost in their emotions. So, with your North Node in Virgo, you're just like, okay, let's create some order into the emotions. Let's learn to create a structure that is going to not be so draining and that is going to allow me to focus more into what it is that I have to do to create a better life for myself. Now, if you have your North Node in Libra, so Libra energy is very like about relationships. Like, you are learning relationships in this lifetime. And it's not just about you anymore. It's also about other people around you. Like, you're super empowered, but it's about balance and bringing in relationships and other people into your world, into your little bubble, into your path and your decisions. Because when you have a South Node in Aries, it means that you're leaving behind the me, myself, and I energy and motto. I mean, it's great to, know your power, but it's also great to remember that there are other people around you. So it's about learning to work with the collective. It's about learning to work with other people and letting other people in too, because Aries sometimes have a hard time letting people in because they're so busy doing things their way. So it's about learning to do more of like a collaborative relationship vibe. So if your North Node is in Scorpio, you're in for a very fun time, okay? You are learning to let go of things and energies that are not beneficiating you when it comes to go deeper, okay? Your soul is there for a spiritual purpose. It's there to transcend the material plane of things. It's there to dive deep into the intangible. It's like it's a life of rebirth and transformations and being one with the intensity of life. Because what you're leaving behind is, Taurus energy. And Taurus energy, when you're leaving it behind, it was a bit stuck up. It was like so wrapped up into the material things and doing things the hard way because like they were, Taurus energy, when they fix themselves a goal, even though it's not working, they're going to see it through. Taurus energy, when they're in a relationship that is obviously toxic for them, they're still going to hang out for dear life because they're grounded into it. So you're leaving all of this behind to learn to be more in flow with the spirituality of life, to embrace the intangible, and to owning up your own freaking power. So when you have your North Node in Sagittarius, you want all the facts. So you need to learn to lean into your intuition. It's like you are learning to trust your intuition and to follow your inner voice. It's about traveling, it's about exploring, it's about being the teacher, it's about being on that podium and sharing the wisdom from an intuitive place. It's like learning how to trust your decisions, learning how to trust your opinion. Because with your South Node in Gemini, you are leaving behind the I need to know all of the information before I choose, read all the books and like get like 1,000 reading and like see like my 25th pigeons for the day because like I need to know that I know everything possible because I really want to make the right decision. So maybe I'm gonna ask my grandpa and my deceased aunt too through telepathy and like where I'm going with this. It's like Gemini sometimes is a bit scattered because they want to know everything and everything before making a decision. So when you lean into your Sagittarius North Node, it's like you are learning to trust yourself. You are learning to trust that intuitive push and pull that you're receiving and to just like move and go on about exploring and learning even more. So when your North Node is in Capricorn, you are learning soul maturity to pull yourself out of the comfortable blanket of home and to move beyond yourself to create something bigger than yourself. Like you're here to be seen as a mature person, as a leader, as an empire builder. You're here to create success and to create leadership through that success. Okay. You are there to build something for yourself. Okay. Because with your South Node in Cancer, you are leaving behind well, my parents will do everything for me kind of energy or vibe. Okay. You are leaving behind the over need, if I can say, to be nurtured. Okay. You don't need 1,000 person anymore to comfort you and to push you and cuddle you into making your way in life. No, you are standing up for yourself and you are building that empire no matter what. So when you have your North Node in Aquarius, you are learning to let go of the need to have people's love at all price. Okay, you are learning to be of service to humanity. You are here to create deep rooted social change. Okay, you're here to not just have a business, you're here to create a whole freaking movement. You're here to apply your genius to the greater good of humanity. Okay, because with your South Node in Leo, you are leaving behind the need to always have the spotlight on you. It's not just about you anymore. It's about the whole of humanity. It's not about just creating a business for you anymore. It's about creating a business to empower all the other people out there. It's like you don't give a crap anymore if people love you or like acclaim you for what you're doing. No, no, no. You give a crap about creating a true long-lasting movement. And finally, with your North Node in Pisces, you are learning fate. Okay. You're learning to surf with the flow and to ditch the over analytical. Like you're learning compassion, to trust your intuition, to trust the unknown. Like you're learning to be guided by your feelings and by the push and pulls of universe. Because with your South Node in Virgo, you are leaving the need to always be over structured, over analytical, to have like all the freaking data that are going to prove that whatever pull you're feeling is going to work. No, you are trusting that the pull you're feeling is right for you because faith is telling you so. Okay? So now that you know all of this, you need to use this direction that your business wants to follow to kind of like link it through your content. Okay? Link it through, I'm going to show you actually an example. You know what? I'm going to show you an example. Let's go on Facebook. Okay, I know I did a post not too long ago. Oh, here we go. Okay. So this is where I use storytelling, and I lean heavily into my business Gemini North node, which is like calling out the fake messaging out there. Okay, so I'm going to read it. So this is my promise to you. This was my hook. So I'm going to admit something here. My first motivation for entering the online industry was to get rich quick. Here, said it. I love money, and it drove me to start an online business. I used to follow one of those so-called gurus who kept saying how easily your client went to do 100K a month after one call with her, or how she just posted her new offer and started a 15K day. And I thought to myself, wow, I'm missing out on something here. Like, I'll hire her, and me too, I'm going to start farting 15K days. Oh boy, how wrong was I? You want to know the worst? I first thought that it was me the problem behind my lack of instantaneous 15K day after posting with the right energy. Okay, so this is me calling out the fake BS marketing out there. Okay, we're calling this out because we're leaning towards something new, something better. Okay, I'm going to keep going. I thought that 13 years of business experience was suddenly defective in my brain and that I was simply not meant for this. Maybe I needed to invest even more. After all, that guru kept telling that if you wanted people to invest XYZ, you first needed to invest that amount with her. But you know what? After drinking that Kool-Aid for a bit too long, I realized that I wasn't the problem. This kind of messaging was the problem. Boom. North Node and Gemini. This is the problem. Here's how I'm going to fix it now. I was now into this whole online business thing for way more than the money. I wasn't there to bring back the authenticity and the true meaning of doing business, aka the non-get-rich-quick, easy-peasy, breezy post with the right energy BS. So I became the only business astrologer to also have a bachelor in marketing, so I get to, yes, provide you with energetics update, but also translate them into tangible and actionable strategies. I became the only business astrologer telling you that astrology alone has very little potential of making your business blow up, but combined with strategies and actions, it becomes an unstoppable tool. I became the only business astrologer proposing to you an affordable membership where I'm not only giving you some videos to watch, but I also get in there with you and answer your business related questions with other things than energy linked answer. I became the person I wish baby online entrepreneur me had met. An ethical business ally who is not going to try to sell you get rich quick tactics, but sustainable ones. I thus entered my rich and cosmic era. And then I'm promoting my community and my membership. So this is like literally in one post, the essence of me embodying my North Node in Gemini and denouncing the gap that I saw that is related to my South Node in Sagittarius, which is like, the people that are like proclaiming that their way is the only way type of thing. Like, I mean, like they create magic out of their asshole or something, whatever. Um, and then I'm positioning myself as the authority to make it better for them by creating ethical, ways of doing business. Okay, so now what is the next step for you? What is the next step to like, bring your brand like to this next level, to like keep updating your content, to keep like cementing yourself as an authority in your industry? Well, your next step to being an authority in your field is to join my Astro Academy program. So ultimately, like you're here because you have clients coming in there, okay? But your sales are not as consistent or as high as you want them to be. Like you know how to make sales, but you want to make more, right? You have offers, but if you're being honest with yourself, I mean, they're not like 100% lighting you up, or they're not like attracting the kind of clients I really want to have conversations with. Like you're doing all the things, but it's not getting you the results that you want. Like, I mean, sure, it's kind of working, but it's not like blowing up. And most important of all, your original enthusiasm for your business starting to go down the toilet. And you want to reignite that inner fire. So, the real reason why you're feeling so uninspired, so exhausted, and so tired, it's because business is not about conforming to a cookie cutter formula, okay? It's about creating your own personal blueprint to success. And to do so, using your birth chart is the fastest way that you can, optimize your strategies and get your business to blow up, which is where the Astro Academy comes in, okay? By the end of this, you're going to have a roadmap to your most aligned content strategy, branding strategy, launching strategy, offer suit strategy, and a pathway, an actionable, tangible pathway to scalability for consistent 10 to 20K months. Okay, the best part of this though is that you're going to be guided to create a business that finally feels authentically yours. Like you're not going to feel pressured into adopting like XYZ strategy because that guru told you that it's the only way, because like it's not, trust me. Now, no one's going to be able to copycat you, no matter how some people might try, because I mean, you would have developed your own unique optimizing strategy, and that no one can copy because no one has the same birth chart as you. Now, your business can be compared to somebody else's business because you're not anybody else, you're you. And no one should be able to tell who your coach is by looking at your content or looking at your graphics or your way of selling, because you're not becoming a mini other person. You're becoming your own empowered leader. Now, your business should be instantly recognizable as yours. And this is why we're going to create. We're going to create a business that stands the F out inside the Astro Academy. Okay? In this 10 models program, you're going to learn how to create a solid brand that even the seven figures earner out there are going to recognize without seeing your name, because it's that powerful and unique. I don't make seven figures yet in my business, and yet seven figures earner buy from me. And they recognize my content when they see it without necessarily seeing my name. Heck, I had like one of my close biz besties who's a seven-figure earner send me an Instagram reel, and she was like, this made me think of you. And I answered her. I was like, well, that's actually mine. And she was like, oh, yeah, I thought that sounded like something you would say. And I was like, well, yeah, obviously. Now, in this program, we're going to build a complete offer suite designed specially for your dream clients so they can journey within your world and buy from you and repeat. Because this is also how you create more revenue by having client retention. Now you're going to learn how to launch your offers in a way that feels aligned to you and doesn't burn you the F out, okay? Because it's time you claim back your life and you reconnect to that fun and exciting feeling of running a business. Now we're going to create and tweak your messaging so you become a freaking total master at creating content that converts on repeat. Now I'm also going to show you how to create higher cash month without getting that constant feeling that you always need to do more and more and more and more and more to feel happy and successful in your business. And as bonuses, you are getting 35 pages plus guide to help you integrate your knowledge and start building out your blueprint to success. Okay, those guides have homeworks for you to do. Okay, they have things that you need to feel and complete so you get to integrate what I'm showing you as fast and, you know, in a most potent way, like as potently as possible, because we want those things and those shifts to be happening fast. We want that optimization to be happening. And this is why I'm giving you as a bonus 2 guides of 35 plus pages. Now you are also getting a special one-on-one call of 20 minutes with me to get my eyes on your bird chart, your brand new strategies, and to help you map out the next step to successfully integrate those strategies in your business model so you get to optimize the crap out of your business and blow your business up as fast as possible. Okay? Guess what? This program is selling at less than $1,000. Yep. You heard that right. You get one full one-on-one call with me, plus 10 models, plus actionable guides and steps for you to implement your strategies and your optimization in your business for less than $1,000. This program is worth at about $1,500, not more. You're saving $500 by getting this program this week, and you're getting it at less than $1,000. It's like literally a no-brainer. I guarantee you that there's no one out there that is selling this for that price. Just my regular one-on-one retainer is $6K for 3 months. You're getting one-on-one help for less than $1,000. The bonus alone and, that one-on-one call alone, like, is literally worth the program. The insights and changes and optimizations that my clients get from this call are just like unparalleled. So you are getting the deal of a lifetime here. And I invite you to scroll the F down on this page, go check out the Astro Academy program and roll into it and get your hand on that one-on-one call now and save that $500 now by getting inside the Astro Academy this week and this week only. Okay? So on this, guys, I will see you very soon because I know you'll do the smart thing and you're going to get in the program ASAP. So I am going to see you soon on our one-on-one call, okay? So on this, guys, have a lovely freaking day, and it was my pleasure to be here with you today.